Today on the channel, we got two of my all-time favorite Star Wars characters. We got the Rancor Keeper, and we've got the Gamorrean Guard. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for our daily Star Wars unboxing. But remember, for all your Star Wars needs, hit up Big Bad Toy Store, link in the description below. And today, we are doing some Power of the Force action once again, and we've got two of my all-time favorite Star Wars figures. I had the original versions, I've had these Power of the Force ones back in the day, I have the 6-inch, the modern versions, not of this one yet, we'll talk about that. But have a lot of these over the years, two of my favorites. You guys that have been watching these Star Wars videos know I got a special place in my heart for Jabba and the whole Jabba gang. And the Gamorrean Guards, Pigman as I called him as a kid, a total favorite of the Star Wars universe for me. He was eaten by the Rancor, it was a heartbreaking day. But I love the Gamorrean Guards. Always have to have multiples, as you've seen in my Black series. I got two of them, got multiples of the Power of the Force. I got my extra one right here. Gotta have more Gamorrean Guards. You can never go wrong with Gamorrean Guards. Very, very cool. One of these days I'm going to get one of those Barbie doll size ones. I think him and Admiral Akbar, I need those in that Barbie doll size. I just need them, and I'll get those one day. But the Gamorrean Guard, and then we're going to unbox the Rancor Keeper. What's his technical name? Malakili, the Rancor Keeper. And we'll talk about him last. But let's open up the Gamorrean Guard. We're going to do it like we normally do. We'll take a look at the packaging. We'll open him up. We'll take a look at him. We'll do some see you laters, and we'll be on our way. That's how these daily Star Wars unboxings go. But there he is, the Gamorrean Guard, the old Pigman, as some would know him as. Got that kind of, I don't know if it's 3D, but that little glamour shot to the side that kind of changes colors. Very cool. Love the Power of the Force green. You got Darth Vader, Star Wars, Power of the Force up top. Gamorrean Guard, he's got his axe with him. He's ready to chop somebody up. It's called a vibro axe. Once again, where do they figure out these names? And I don't remember it called that in the movie. You can't name every weapon and vehicle in the movie, so who thinks of that later? Was that, I don't know, they have a whole team thinking of these things? I just don't understand how that works. Was George Lucas sitting there, okay, I gotta name all these weapons. Today I'm gonna name the vibro axe for the Gamorrean Guard. I don't know how that works, but I'd love to know. There's the back, usual backs on these. You get all the warnings, UPCs, all that kind of stuff on the bottom. A couple of vehicles being promoted. They're promoting the rest of the line. A couple of different figures there. You got some favorites there, that's for sure. Old Bosk, Lando Calrissian, the Emperor, of course. Bib Fortuna, one of the greatest, the all-time greats. Got that cool picture up top. Let's see what it says about the old Gamorrean Guard. Let's see. 1.8 meters on average is his height. His status, Palace Guard. Affiliation, he's loyal to Jabba the Hutt. And his weapon of choice, the vibro axe. We also saw him wrestle in The Mandalorian. I think the two Gamorrean Guards were in a wrestling match, if I remember right. In episode 1 of season 2 of The Mandalorian, I want to say. Don't quote me on that. But absolutely love this Gamorrean Guard. Is this the greatest Gamorrean Guard figure of all time? We'll find out shortly, but I don't remember it being. I remember liking the original Star Wars one a little bit more than this, but still a good figure. Let's open him up. Always go in this top corner. This is part of Collection 2, in case you were wondering. Whoa, see you later. See you later. Oh, plastic prison not going to happen today. We fell out. We fell out of the prison, so we're going to get another see you later. Get out of here. I don't know, just doesn't have the burliness of the original Kenner Gamorrean Guard, and definitely not as cool as the Black Series 6-inch, which we're aware of. Obviously that one's going to be top-notch. It's 6-inch, got real fur on it around the waist. This one's got a little shorter skirt than I think he should have. I don't know if there's been a little bit of color fading over time with this one. I guess not. I think they're both about the same. I like that he comes with the big fist, as he's a big hammering dude. He's a big figure. He should be beefy, throwing people around. He should be a good snack for the Rancor monster as well. I like the axe on him. I don't like it in the left hand. I've said it before. I always like weapons in the right hand of my characters. I don't know why that is. It's just the way I always gravitate to. But I love the Gamorrean Guards. I can mix them up. Like a lot of these other army builders, they don't have certain names to them, so you can move them around. You can build up armies of them very easily. Like I said, I got 2 of these. I think that's all I have. But 2, 3, 4 Gamorrean Guards, they don't look out of place in your Jabba scene. You can mix them in. If you got a vintage collection one, mix it in. I'm all for mixing things in my Star Wars universe. Not so much Marvel Legends, wrestling all the time, but I feel like Star Wars 3 3/4, you can get away with a lot of smoke and mirrors and mixing things up, and that's what I'm going to do with this Gamorrean Guard. Are you collecting Star Wars if you don't have a Gamorrean Guard in your collection? That's the question, and I think you have to have at least some representation of the Gamorrean Guard in your Star Wars collection. Now we got to move on to the old Rancor Keeper, Malakili. I don't know how to say it, and I'm not going to pretend like I do. He's the Rancor Keeper for me. A favorite of mine is the Rancor. You know I have that big Rancor I love. I hope we get a 6-inch Black Series version one day. That would be next level. I'd be all in. Take my money right now. Love me some Rancor. I had the original Rancor. I have the Power of the Force one, which I thought was terrible back in the day. I haven't unboxed that yet. I skipped the Power of the Force one back in the day, so I'm using my vintage original Kenner one. That's awesome. I need to get that back one of these days. And we'll unbox the Power of the Force Rancor one of these days as well, and we'll probably put him with it. But he's an okay character. I always felt bad. He broke my heart when that Rancor, spoiler alert, got killed in the movie. He was crying. He was so sad. Like, you know, if your dog got hit by a car, that's what he thought of. So I want to hope that Disney Plus is going to come out with a series down the line one day where Malakili gets his revenge on Luke Skywalker. He comes from behind, puts the bag over his head, and takes him to an undisclosed location, and they're down in a dungeon. And he's like, Luke Skywalker, now you're going to pay for what you did to my Rancor. I can dream, can't I? Wouldn't that be a great show? Just make it a one-movie deal, or make it a limited four-part series. I don't know, whatever you want to do. I'm just giving you the ideas. I'm not the execution guy. I'm an idea guy, and I'm giving that to Disney for free. Let's hear the story of Malakili and how he got his revenge on Luke Skywalker for killing his prized Rancor. And speaking of Rancors, do we ever see any more Rancors? I love them. Do they roam the desert? Where do they normally live? Is there like a big family of Rancors somewhere? We need to flush that story out. I need more Rancor talk, more Rancor movies, TV show, something. I'd love to hear more Rancors instead of that one scene. I don't know if there's ever been any more Rancor stuff. I don't know. Just getting off on a tangent there. But there he is on the packaging. Star Wars Power of the Force. Got Darth Vader up top. Got kind of that hologram picture as well. He comes with a little Tusken Raider-esque kind of weapon. What's it say about Malakili, the Rancor Keeper? Let's just call him Rancor Keeper. With long-handled vibro blade. And then he has the vibro axe. So something about vibro. I guess I just don't know what vibro is. But apparently it's all the rage in the Jabba's palace. Back, very similar to the last one we just looked at. You got the little picture up top. Let's see how tall old Rancor Keeper is. 1.8 meters. By my estimation, that's 0.8 meters taller than a Jawa. There you go. Fun fact. Jabba the Hutt's. Uh-oh. We're getting an interruption as we do normally on these Star Wars episodes. Let me take this call. Let's see who this is. Kyle's phone. Kyle speaking. I'm right in the middle of a Star Wars review of the Rancor Keeper. What would you have to interrupt me for?
I just want to know if you needed anything from Target.
I always need something from Target. Take a look at the Star Wars toys, specifically the vintage collection. This fits in with this review, and I'm keeping all this footage in. I'm looking for my boy Zutton. He's kind of a small creature. In like a reddish jumpsuit. He's the 3 3/4 vintage collection. So that's what I'm looking for at Target right now. Outside of that, I think I'm good. There's not really a lot on the streets I need right now, but I appreciate the call. I appreciate you checking in on me and just knowing that, you know, never know what I might need from a Target run. So.
All right, see you later.
Hey, thank you. See ya. Where were we? That's what happens sometimes. Sometimes you get just surprised with a phone call in the middle of a review. And usually a professional reviewer would put their phone on silent. But there's nothing professional about me. But hopefully next week in Weekly Purchases, I can tell the story of the time my wife called in the middle of the review and brought me home a Zutton from the vintage collection. Boy, wouldn't that be something. Anyways, I think we were at the back of the old Rancor Keeper. There he is, looking just only like he can look. You know, he wasn't wearing a shirt for anybody. It's hot in Tatooine, so he wasn't going to wear a shirt. And I don't blame the guy. All right, we're unboxing. Let's open him up. Let's get him out. Whoa. See you later. Little plastic prison. Oh, he's got a little mark on his face. I'm going to have to clean that up a little bit. The old plastic prison right there. There it is. All right. little tape action here. Get this vibro thing out. Ooh, there it is. See you later. Very interesting. It's almost like a pitchfork. I think he prodded the Rancor with this. You know, he loved that Rancor, but it's like cattle. You love your cattle, but you got to prod them. You got to get them moving. That's what he had to do with the Rancor. I didn't have this one as well. I skipped this back in the day. You know, when you're a kid and you're younger, you can't get everything. As much as your dad wants to get you everything, he's got to teach you some lessons that, Kyle, you can't get every single one. So I, much like the Gamorrean Guard, I used my old school Kenner Rancor Keeper. I like that one. Very fond of that one. This one's got a little loose waist, which I don't like. And I do think the original Rancor Keeper is actually better than this Rancor Keeper. I always liked the removable headdress that the old school one had. I'm sure some of you guys lost yours and probably hated that, but I never lost mine. But there he is. You know this is the Rancor Keeper, but it just doesn't work for me as well as the old one, especially with his dirty black spotted face. It looks like he was changing his oil and it splurted in his face. He's got all these dots all over him. That's what this looks like. So I don't know if he was changing the Rancor's oil, maybe. Who knows? But something happened here. Something went south. So there he is, Malakili, Macaulay Culkin, the Rancor Keeper. I don't know. It's okay. It is what it is. It's not the best. It's not the worst. It's somewhere in between. But I did want to mention they need to come out with a 6-inch black series of him, or at least give us that Rancor with him. Give us a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Do something to get us a big monster Rancor and get him in the black series. It needs to be done. Let's make that happen. So hopefully 2021, 2022, we get that. So there it is, another Power of the Force unboxing. This one totally off the rails. Next level off the rails. So that's the way these Star Wars videos go. You think, oh, it's just a boring Star Wars figure from way back in the day. Nobody likes that. No, there's a lot of crazy stuff that goes along with these. Interrupting phone calls, interrupting dogs, kids. You never know what might happen with these Star Wars. A lot of times they go off the rails somewhere else. And that's how this one went. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Gamorrean Guard, Macaulay Culkin, the Rancor Keeper. I'm Kyle. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Let me know your thoughts on all this stuff. And until next time, I'll see you guys all real soon.